What's up, y'all? Sinister ASMR. I'm gonna jump right into this video and answer those questions that you guys left on the Q&A post from a couple weeks ago. So the first question is from Dank ASMR. If I butchered that and that's how you don't pronounce it, I do apologize, bro, but he asks, how did your horror collection start? My collection started when I was like 9 or 10, but I was introduced into the horror movies when I was like 7 years old. And yes, I know that's like super young, and a lot of people tend to find that weird, but I don't care. My mom she didn't think I was gonna go reenact it, which I didn't. Like, it's a movie, man. So yeah, she introduced me to that, and I thought Halloween was pretty scary. That was the first movie I watched on VHS, and I found it amusing. And then it progressed to like other movies, but Halloween 1978 kickstarted the whole love for the horror movie genre. But when I was 9 or 10, I started wanting to collect the DVDs from all the movies up until that point. And after the DVDs, I started collecting the masks, and obviously that progressed into me making masks. His next question is, how many masks do I currently own? Right now, I own a total of 34 masks. They all range in style, size, and material. Some are full head latex masks, some are rubber masks, some are even leather, just different materials and, different paint jobs and styles. But they all have their own spookiness in a way. But yep, I am at 34 masks. I do plan on doing a mask collection video some point in the future. That's a video I will really have to prepare for. Next question is from Bryherd. Bryherd asks, what got me into death metal and what is my favorite song? So, I love all kinds of heavy music, but the main pioneer for death metal, in my opinion, the band that kickstarted it for me, is Cannibal Corpse. And then they introduced me into a lot of more crazier stuff, but I would say it was Cannibal Corpse and, Slayer, just jamming those two all the time. And Slayer's thrash metal, Cannibal Corpse's death metal, but, listening to those two bands, they introduce you into heavier genres. And then, once, I was enjoying Cannibal Corpse, and it kind of progressed, and I got introduced to, Death, Mortician, Suffocation, and Decapitated, which are all amazing bands. As of right now, my favorite song is Soul Nostalgia by Cattle Decapitation. As you can see, I'm repping the new merch from the most recent album, Terracite, which is what this video is going to be about. Next question is from Regal. They ask, from which movie is my favorite score? Hands down, Transformers. Steve Jablonsky does such an amazing job with that score. It's just so ambient and powerful. I love it, and don't get me wrong, I love scores from horror movies, but Steve Jablonsky with Transformers, it's just amazing. I could listen to that soundtrack start to finish. It's gold. It's heaven to the ears. Regal also asks, would you prefer to have a machine gun leg or a chainsaw arm? Me being a big horror fan, I'm gonna have to say a chainsaw arm, because I could just cut my way through things. And I don't have to worry about ammunition. I just, slice my way through everything. Not only that, I'm a big Evil Dead fan, and, the scene where Ash is, building his chainsaw arm, I find to be super cool. Just like, it's such an iconic scene at this point. So yeah, chainsaw arm it is, just because it's metal. Next question is from Alex ASMR. Alex asks, what was one of the first ASMR videos you remember watching? Man, that is such a good question, because I've been watching ASMR for a very, very long time, but if I can remember, one of the first videos I checked out, it was from Nicholas Productions, and I believe it was like a heavy metal ASMR video, but he was like playing guitar, but it was like really relaxing and quiet. He was like playing heavy metal, like on the guitar. It was pretty sweet, but the volume was adjusted low enough to be enjoyable. But yeah, Nicholas Productions, cool guy, love his videos. I still watch his videos till this day, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, always found his videos relaxing, especially after a rough day, you know. But he's got some cool videos. I will tag these ASMR artists in the description of this video, guys, so be sure to check them out. I will also mention some other ASMR artists that I recently found out about in the description box of the video, so be sure to check that out. So yeah, that is all the questions I got. It wasn't that many, but it was a decent amount. Thank you guys. So the video itself is going to be about the new album Cattle Decapitation dropped. It's called Terrasite, and man, I have to say, this band just does not fail to make their fans happy. Death Atlas, for those of you into like death metal and stuff, death grind, Death Atlas was amazing. You know, with the whole post-apocalyptic end of humanity, end of the world kind of vibe, a lot of fans thought, like, where's Cattle Decapitation gonna go from here? Like, what else are you gonna write about? So they pulled this one out of the hat and they scored a home run with it, because the new album is like these weird creatures terraforming from corpses of humanity, or like humans are transcending into something else, if you catch my vibe. But the album itself is such a banger. You're just talking from start to finish. It is aggressive, it is in your face. The album is a force to be reckoned with. Every band member is on their A game, especially Travis, the vocalist. His range with vocals is just mind-blowing. Like, he mixed it up so good. This album, man, you know, I'm not gonna say Death Atlas sucks, because it does not, but Death Atlas and this album Terrasite are just two mega monsters that are a force to be reckoned with. But this album, they picked up the speed a little bit more, I would say, and you know, just from the tremolo picking just super fast to the drums, and the bass guitar work is it's brutal. If you love heavy music and you like death metal or death grind, I highly recommend this album. Soul Nostalgia is like my favorite song off this album. Just his range of vocals in that song is mind-blowing. Like, he goes from singing, you know, well, like that growl, but you can still understand what he's saying. That those of you that have been listening to metal long enough to depict words and understand, you'll able to catch on to his vocals. And then he sings what, like this opera kind of yelling vibe. It's hard to explain, you just have to listen to it. But the album itself tends to find a way to display humanity's demise yet again. The album ranges from personal life experiences of the band members to humans, and how humans suck as a species, how we are destroying this planet. That's what the album is based off of, and honestly, it does send a powerful message. There's a lot of like, I won't say quotes bands within the lyrical content, there's also some Bible verses in here that are just like, whoosh, in your face, take that. And it's not like, here's religion, it's more like, I won't say bashing religion, but it's like, man, it's hard to explain. It's like, here's this verse, yet this bullshit is happening, and it's happening so fast that everyone's being consumed by it, because, you know, Bible verses are supposed to be positive, but, you know, there's like, I will say this, they take a few steps at certain Bible verses that are powerful, but the way Travis incorporates them in to the songwriting is just genius. I look at it like he uses a message to send a message, and that's powerful, because I noticed a few Bible verses in there. I was like, that got some Greek mythology. They got some ancient mythology. Like there's a good variety of mythology in there. Whether if you're a fan of religion or not, you gotta respect how it was all constructed. If you're a fan of death metal, again, if you're not a fan of this music, you might not understand what I'm talking about. But you know, not a bad album. That I will say, some of these songs are like super super dark with lyrical content. It's not like go kill your neighbor kind of content. It's like where we've come as a species and how we think we're doing great by introducing all this new technology and all this bullshit, yet we're just digging our graves. And there's you know, there's songs how some people feel about others, and how some people feel about the species as a whole, but the way they made it work to where you went from the world ending and humanity gone to new life, being born from death, and now it's terraforming, yet the earth is still, you know, kind of dealing with the effects of the last album in a way, which is amazing. It's like reading a chapter book, you know, oh, we're just gonna carry off where we left off. Amazing album. If you're a big fan of like lyrical content, I do suggest checking out the lyrics. You know, Travis said it himself that there's a lot of personal life experiences, what they lived through during the pandemic, and there's a lot of like, how do I say it, hatred to the decisions we're making as a species, but a lot of dark emotional vibes, depressing vibes in some songs as well. I'm not the biggest fan for like depressing black metal and all that, but there are some depressing guitar riffs in this album that are just like, oh, so good. They just hit hard, and that's the stuff I like to hear. I like to hear something like that thrown at us in a different way, in a different approach, and just see how the magic works. I love the art behind it. I think it's great. And, you know, I gotta rap because the album is just that good. But the main thing that stands out is the lyrical content and his vocals. Just how they got better since the last album, which wasn't long ago. I think it was like 2019. There are songs on there that they probably won't ever play live in concert because of the lyrical content, which sucks, but it is what it is. If you jammed the album, let me know what you think. If you're a fan of death metal, death grind, check it out. Cattle Decapitation, Terrorcite, via Metal Blade Records. It dropped earlier in the month, I think May 12th. Good stuff, man. Just overall really good stuff. If you want to listen to Death Atlas, listen to it, and then listen to Terrorcite. They are just both amazing masterpieces. Like, I just really love how they went about it all. It's great. But, yeah, guys, this album and answer those questions for you guys. Sorry for the lack of upload. Been busy with work. I know the uploads. I know the uploads have been lagging. But you know, I'll upload when I can. So yeah, every ASMR artist that asked the question I will take in this video, so other people can check out the channels and help one another out. Until then, guys, stay cool.